Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing some great tips on how to navigate social eating as a Desi person while still being on track with your weight loss goals. This is actually a very challenging scenario that I help my clients navigate through, and I'm going to share those tips with you guys today. So let's speak for context for a second. As Desi people, we're invited to a lot of dinners and gatherings and lunches and things like that. It's a social eating scenario. And those can be very challenging to navigate when you're on a weight loss journey because you have limited food options. You are offered only what is there that the host has prepared for you. And we encounter people known as food pushers. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to call them food pushers. These are those well-meaning individuals, and because of the hospitality in our culture, they're going to push that food on you very forcefully. Okay, I don't know why this is such a big part of our culture. I hear that it's especially popular to do this in Punjabi culture, but they're going to be very hospitable and like really force you to eat, and that's so difficult when you're on this weight loss journey and you're trying to be mindful of all of your choices throughout the week, right? So I don't recommend that you miss every social gathering. That's not conducive to this weight loss journey that you're going to be on. It's going to make you feel isolated, and it's just not good. But I encourage you to go, but follow some of these really good golden nuggets and steps to help you navigate through that situation without offending anyone and making things uncomfortable, and still win-win. At the end of the day, you're leaving feeling good that you were on track. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to recommend is before you go to these social gatherings, let's say it's a dinner, usually Desi people eat a little bit late, and by that time you're so hungry, and then you only have the choices in front of you, and it's difficult to then make the healthier choices, right? So to avoid that, to make it easier for you to make the healthiest choice possible when you're in that environment and what to put on your plate and not eat extra or overeat out of that hunger, I suggest that you eat a small snack before you go. Okay, eat something like Greek yogurt and fruit, have a little salad, something like that to keep you satisfied, so that when you are there, you're not like dying of hunger and then eating whatever is there. Okay, so eat a small snack before you go to manage your hunger and make better choices. The second point is to eat slowly. So usually when you're at these dinner or lunch parties, the host is going to force you to eat more. They're going to push that food when they see that your plate is empty, and then they're going to be really like doubling down and saying, "Aap aur le, aap aur le." How to avoid that is to eat super slowly. Keep in mind that you are in these scenarios not for the purpose of eating. You're there for socializing. Think of it in that way. I'm here to connect with my community, with my friends, whoever, and I'm here to talk to them. So between bites, like have conversations with people. Don't eat too fast. Really take your sweet time to eat it. The longer that it looks like there's food on your plate, the less likely that someone's going to force you to eat more, right? So then you're going to avoid that scenario. The second point is the I'm too full technique. So when a food pusher is being forceful and saying, nahi aapko aur lena hai, please aur le, you just keep repeating, even if it's not true, you keep repeating, I am so full, I can't even eat another bite. And you keep repeating that I'm too full, I can't eat another bite. They're gonna leave you alone because no one's gonna force you when you say that. Okay, eventually it works. The third scenario is when somebody forcefully puts a helping into your plate. Like they see that it's empty and they're like, nahi, aapko aur khana, and they put it into your plate. I want you to remember that you are not responsible for that, okay? They put it on your plate, you're not responsible for that. I am against wasting food and all of that, but staying on track with your goals is more important. There's a reason you're on this weight loss journey, just remember that. So you're not responsible for this food that's there. Don't say anything. What you will do is you will just like break apart the food a little bit and push it around in your plate to make it look like you ate, but you didn't, and then you just put it away. Okay, that's the way to handle that. The next scenario is, or tip is, don't tell people that you're on a healthy eating or weight loss journey. In most cases, they double down even harder to make you break your diet for the night. They're going to be like, kal se karo, kya zarurat hai, all of those things that you hear, and they're really going to double down and not be supportive. That's just the way that a lot of people in our community will behave in this scenario. I don't know why, but they do. They don't understand the importance of it. I don't know. But so you don't tell them. You don't tell them the reason that you're saying no is for this. Just say everything else and follow these techniques instead to avoid that being an uncomfortable situation. The only place I would say where that is okay to do is with your very close friends and family. You can share this goal with them if you choose, and they will generally be a little bit more supportive of your goals and, you know, help you eat healthier. But with people who are acquaintances and that type of situation, they're generally not going to do that. Okay, just keep that in mind. The next tip is called the I'll take it to go. Okay, it's when somebody's really being forceful and telling you, okay, ye meri specialty hai, this is my special dish, my special dessert, you have to try it, right? And you don't want to offend them, like they've obviously made this dish with, and they really want you to have it. So what you say in that scenario is, that looks so amazing, but I'm so full right now. I would love to take it to go at the end, like just save me a little piece and I'll eat it at home. That's something that you can say, okay? And sometimes they're gonna forget by the end of the night that you said this. They're not gonna be offended, or if they do give it to you, then you can choose whether you want to enjoy that later or if you want to give it to somebody else, okay? The next tip is the distraction. So if somebody is forcing you to eat more, what you quickly do and say, yes, I'll just take some, but quickly just ask them a question, okay? So say, yes, I'll take some, but aap bataye, tell me, how are your grandchildren? How's your recent trip? I heard about this. Just ask them a question to get them really engaged, and they're just gonna start answering, and they're gonna forget that they were forcing you to eat, okay? And the last thing I'm gonna say, I just remembered, is even if you don't feel completely full in this dinner, right? Like let's say you took the healthy options, you ate your protein, your veggies, limited carbs, all of that stuff, and you ate and you're still feeling a little bit peckish, don't overeat there. If the calories are kind of like the choices are high calorie, choose and think to yourself, okay, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna eat a snack before I go to bed, a healthy snack. Even if I'm not completely satisfied and I'm a little bit hungry, let me go home and still stay in line with my goals and have a little snack before I go to bed. Okay, keep that in mind so that you don't feel like you're completely deprived. I hope these tips help you guys. Stay tuned for more, and signing off, take care, stay healthy.